Welcome to the fourth and final video in the new consultant training portion of your Simply Aroma consultant training program. Hopefully, if you've worked through the first 3 videos, you're just about ready to launch your brand new Simply Aroma business. On this final video, I'd like to cover some of the logistics of setting up your office and your business systems so that you have the right start with this very important part of your business as well. Now, to begin with, I want to look at a list of what you're going to need at the minimum to set yourself up for success. You may already have some of these items in place, and if not, you're going to want to get them set up ASAP. I'm going to begin by talking about the physical location of your office. This is a very important component to success for you since you're going to be working some of the time from your home. Now, this can be as simple as the corner of your dining room or as extravagant as an entire room dedicated to your home office. Whatever you're working with, making sure that it's functioning for you and that you have the systems that you need set up is going to make a huge difference, not only in how productive you are there, but really more importantly, how you feel when you're working in that space. Now, let's look at the basics of what you're going to need to set yourself up for success once you've defined that office space. This is a list of the essential equipment that every direct seller, in my opinion, has to start with. A filing system of some sort, either a filing cabinet or a plastic box, or at the very least, a cardboard box and file folders for your business files. You're going to want to make sure that you have a place in this system for the following filing needs. And this is just a very basic list. Your files are going to be unique to you, and you can add any that are not on this list. But these are the basics: host information, financial information, company information, forms you use for your parties, recruiting information, and team information. Make sure your box or cabinet is large enough to accommodate all of your needs. You're going to need a time management system, also known as a calendar, and a follow-up system. I'm going to be talking more about your calendar system in detail in just a second, and we'll be covering a complete follow-up system in a future video. For now, just make sure you have a place to keep contact information for everybody with whom you're going to need to follow up so that you know where to access that, and a way to remind yourself to actually make the follow-up calls, like a reminder on your calendar. You're going to need large 9x12 envelopes for host packets and your host information. Again, we're going to cover how and when to use these in detail in a future training. But to begin with, you're going to want to set up your host packets with your catalog, host wish list, and any information that your host needs to have a successful party in those envelopes so that you have those to give to your brand new hosts at your parties. You're also going to use these to create your own host envelope for each new host that you book so that you have a place to keep all of their information pertaining to their party securely and all in one place. You also want a good workable mobile system for moving your display and your products. Now, this is something that may evolve as you work through your first several parties, but it's definitely worth giving some thought to as soon as possible because you want to make sure that it's simple and that it's easy for you to get your products and your party supplies from your vehicle into your host's home and then back again so that you make your job look easy. This is really an important sponsoring seed, and you need to pay attention to this as well. So now that you've got your office set up, let's look briefly at your schedule. We talked a little bit about this in video number 1 as it pertained to setting up your 2-week launch. So you should have a calendar system in place for your business, and that should have been done by now. The key to working with the schedule is to make sure that you maintain it and that it reminds you to show up, follow up, and complete projects in a timely manner. We're going to be talking in detail about scheduling and maintaining the balance in your life and business in a future video. For right now, there are just a few things that you're going to want to make sure of regarding your calendar. First of all, take a look at your calendar system and make sure that it's working for you. Is it reliable? Does it remind you of everything that you need to do 100% of the time? Is it easy for you to maintain? If not, take a look at your current system and either fix what's not working or consider switching to a different system that will support you. If you're still using a paper calendar and you do everything else in your life electronically, like on a smartphone, it might be time to bite the bullet and step up to an electronic calendar system and using, like I said, a smartphone that syncs with an online calendar like Outlook or iCal or Google Calendar. The key is functionality with your lifestyle. So make sure that you have this system working for you. Also, take the time at the beginning of each month to add all of your business requirements to your calendar and then review those at the beginning of each week and even again daily. The more organized your time is, honestly, the more efficiently and smoothly your business is going to run. So here are the call to actions for this video. First, you want to get your office system set up, choosing the physical space that you're going to use for your home office, and then setting up all of those items that I covered in this training. Second, make sure that your calendar is set up and working efficiently and reliably. So that wraps up your new consultant training. If you've diligently worked through the homework on these 4 videos, as well as read and absorbed the information in your consultant manual, you should be feeling pretty confident about your Simply Aroma business. My goal is that you have a good understanding now about how to work with your hosts, how to connect with your guests, how to host a party, hold a party, where you get bookings, sales, and sponsoring leads, how to take orders, how to set up the basic administrative side of your business. We're going to be covering all of those items in a lot more detail in the coming 11 weeks. But right now, you know all that you need to know to get started. I'm looking forward to working with you as you build your business and to deepening the learning that we've started on these first 4 videos. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.